marvellous. Here it comes, starting its display from the Flying Bulls all the way from Salzburg Airport in Austria, the beautiful and amazing sounding Bristol Sycamore Mark 52. What a machine, the first British designed helicopter to see Royal Air Force service. Designed by a team under an Austrian emigre by the name of Raoul Hafner, who joined the Bristol Aeroplane Company post-war. And oh, the noise of the 9-cylinder air-cooled Alvis Leonides radial engine of 550 horsepower. An aircraft it brings an immense smile to the face to see. The sole airworthy example of this pioneering British military helicopter anywhere in the world. The first Mark 11 Sycamores went into RAF service for Army support duties. The Mark 12 followed. That was for use on search and rescue tasks and anti-submarine reconnaissances with Royal Air Force Coastal Command. It was the Mark 13 that brought the Sycamore into regular RAF search and rescue, or air-sea rescue as it was known then, service in April 1953. That was with number 275 Squadron. And when, in 1953, the Queen's Coronation Review flypast took place over RAF Odium in Hampshire, it was one of 275 Squadron's Sycamores that led the formation. Sycamores equipped Royal Air Force search and rescue units around the country at Northcotes in Lincolnshire, Horsham St Faith, which is now Norwich International Airport, at Thornaby, at Chivenor, in Devon, and at Lucas in Fife. And they saw important overseas Royal Air Force service too. For example, in 1956 they started equipping number 284 Squadron in Cyprus. They became the first RAF helicopters to perform night flying and troop insertions in the mountains. And one famous operation in 1958 saw 5 Sycamores inserting 41 troops near a terrorist hideout 3,000 feet up in the Troodos mountain range in Cyprus. The operation that followed led to the death of the Chief of Staff to EOKA, the Greek Cypriot separatist movement. They were deployed to Borneo, they were deployed to Aden, they were used by the Central Flying School for training RAF helicopter instructors. The last RAF user was number 32 Squadron on communications duties. They weren't retired until August 1972. The 171 model was put to many civilian uses, not least by British European Airways, BEA, and there were several overseas customers, Australia for example, with the Royal Australian Air Force and the Royal Australian Navy. The Belgian Air Force used them for rescue duties in the Congo, and they were used in West Germany by both the Air Force, the Luftwaffe, and the Naval Air Arm, the Marineflieger. And that's where the history of this one began, and it's a remarkable history. It dates from 1957. It served as a Luftwaffe VIP transport, rotary wing trainer and search and rescue platform. It was also used by the German Marineflieger Naval Air Arm on search and rescue duties. It was struck off charge by the Air Force in 1969. A large number of Sycamores then went on to the German Civil Register, including this one, a man called Karl Müller, based in Mellinghausen in Lower Saxony in northwest Germany, bought it. It was used in various roles until 1988, when a Swiss vineyard owner called Peter Schmidt acquired the aircraft. He also bought a second airworthy one and several more airframes for spares use, and he based them at Altenrhein on Lake Constance. One, which he put into the RAF colours that we see here, soon became the last airworthy Sycamore in the world. Some years later, Peter Schmidt's technician, Peter Haserbrink, wrote to Siegfried Schwarz, otherwise known as Blackie, the chief helicopter pilot of the Flying Bulls, the superb collection of Red Bull-supported historic aircraft at Salzburg in Austria, saying the Sycamore was available and inquiring about a possible sale. Soon they were one round. It was bought by the Flying Bulls and moved to their Hangar 8 maintenance facility.
I imagine it's south.
The power up then and start their takeoff roll. So, with the team airborne, it's my great pleasure to hand over to the new Red 10 for the 2018 season, Squadron Leader Adam Collins.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Squadron Leader Adam Collins, and I am Red 10, the supervisor with the Royal Air Force Aerobatics team, the Red Arrows. Well, that's all 9 jets airborne from. They're about to turn in towards us and start the run-in. I can see the nose lights. Get those cameras ready. We're going to start a full show. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the 2018 RAF Aerobatic team, the Red Arrows! As the jets come over in big battle formation, the patriotic red, white and blue smoke trailing behind, Red 1 pulls the formation up and switches into short diamond formation. The jets of 6,000 feet as they come over the top of this loop, led by Red 1, Squadron Leader Martin Pert. Martin is a former Harrier and Typhoon pilot and has previously served on the Red Arrows as a display pilot. He's in his first year as the team leader. As the jets move off to our right-hand side, Red 1 is about to call them into the first formation representing one of our aircraft. Typhoon Go calls Red 1. You've seen it display already here today. The smoke comes on of Red 4, 5, 8 and 9 as the edges of Diamond sweep back to form the wings of Typhoon. Typhoon, of course, is the RAF's current multi-role fighter aircraft, based at Coningsby and Lossiemouth, deployed on operations in the Middle East and defending the skies of the UK 24 hours a day. As the nose lights come towards us, the smoke is about to come on for the Typhoon roll.
Easing up, circle, and roll.
Upside down go the jets at 3,000 feet, that distinctive Typhoon platform against the bright blue sky. On the right of Red 1 in Typhoon is the first of our new pilots this year, Flight Lieutenant John Bond, Red 2. John is a former Tucano pilot and instructor, displaying the aircraft in 2012, and he joins the Red Arrows from the Typhoon Force.
Holding the brake. Now tightening.
Lightning go calls Red 1 as the smoke of 4 and 5 comes back on, the wings of Typhoon sweeping forward. This formation, of course, representing the latest 5th generation stealth aircraft that arrived at Marham a couple of weeks ago. Capable of performing simultaneous air-to-ground, air-to-air and electronic warfare missions, this is the Lightning.
Rolling. Out.
The nose lights come towards us, the smoke is about to come on. Red 1 is about to pull up the formation in the Lightning Loop. As the jets reach 6,000 feet upside down in Lightning, Red 1 pulls the aircraft over the top, about to bring them down the other side and twist to the left. Get your cameras ready as we'll see the Lightning present from left to right. As the smoke goes off, the jets move off to our right-hand side. On the right of Lightning is Red 4, Flight Lieutenant Chris Linden-Smith. Chris is a former Tornado GR4 pilot and Hawk T1 instructor, and returns to the Red Arrows having previously served before. Phoenix Go calls Red 1 as the wings of Lightning sweep forward. The smoke is on.